How's it going, guys? I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day like always. And for today's reaction request, I got another one that I'm super excited for. This time, I'm gonna be checking out Sleep Token's song called Thread the Needle. They have really become my favorite band on the channel so far, and I've only listened to like 3 of their songs, so I cannot wait to get into this. I don't even want to expect anything because so far they show me that whatever you think they will do, they'll go the other way. Heavy, emotional, hard, slow, fast, everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time on the intro. I just want to say real quickly, if you guys enjoyed these videos, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like, comment, subscribe, or click the link in my YouTube profile and donate your own songs that you want me to listen to by donating some money that goes towards the improvement of my channel. You know, new headphones, new microphone, just to make videos better for you guys. But that's it from me for the intro. I'm super excited, so let's not waste too much time and get straight into listening to Sleep Token and their song called Thread the Needle.
Bury me inside this labyrinth bed. We can feel that time is dilated. We can spend the night in fascination. You can thread the needle time and time again.
Again, Sleep Token knows how to build. They know how to start slow and progress from there. This is a really slow opening, not only like feeling wise, even the tempo. It's like dun, dun, something like that, really slow. I don't remember. I'll say when I'll tell you when I start listening again. But so far, really emotional vocals, a lot of reverb. Like it feels he's singing in a water-filled cave. You know, the sound is just going all around us. It's echoing. It's coming back to us, and I love this effect combined with those bass notes like dun, dun. And they also keep going. It's not short. Everything is really dragged out, and a great emotional start to what I have a feeling is gonna get a heavy song.
You can thread the needle time and time again. You turn the lights down. Come on, I'm find out. You turn the lights down. Come on, I'm find out. Something to confide in, something to erase. Just look where we're lying, invisible space.
Okay, we picked up a little. There were some bass drum hits. The piano started playing a little bit more. These bassy notes that I mentioned before, I think those are just like really deep notes played on the piano. So the far left side of the piano. And again, his voice, it got a bit less reverby, still a lot. But then everything dropped out and we basically got back to the start. Just voice, a few piano hits here and there. The echoes all around us. But now I heard like a hit of piano or so. So maybe we're getting something more energetic, exciting. Because this is really emotional so far. It's not made to get you pumped up. It's made for, for you to wind down, to listen to after a hard, exhausting day, and to make you feel better. At least it does for me.
where we're lying.
And sorry about the lighting. The weather outside is all messed up, like clouds, straight sunshine, whatever. So I pulled the blind down and just have a little light here. So whatever you see changing, it's what's coming through the blinds. I cannot really do anything about that. So sorry if that brings, puts the focus off the song, but it shouldn't. You should maybe close your eyes and listen to what Sleep Token prepared for us.
Just look where we're lying. Invisible space. We can spend the night in fascination. You can thread the needle time and time again.
Oh, something's building. Oh, yes. Here's the heavy sound of Sleep Token that I'm used to. The guitars, the tones on them, incredible. The drums also. Like he's keeping the eighth note on the ride, I think. A ride or a crash, he's mixing it up. But the bass drum is so syncopated. I cannot pick out on which numbers of the beat. I don't know the English word, but if it's on 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's just dun 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 dun, and then everything stops a little, and then bam, back in it. I've just been really focused, but I cannot figure it out. Like I try counting, but it's in the middle. It's on the offbeats a lot of the time. So once again, this is why this drummer, his name is Stu. I've heard from your guys' comments, and the singer's name is Vessel. So Stu, this right here is why he's quickly become one of my favorite drummers, because he isn't just doing something basic like tum tum ta tu 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 ta, for example, but he's syncopating everything. You don't know what to expect, and it keeps you engaged. At least it does for me, because I have a drummer's brain, so I'm always listening for the drum parts, for some nuances that the drummers put in there, and he just scratches that itch for me.
Come on, I'm find out. You turn the lights down. Come on, I'm find out.
Beautiful harmonies here at the end. I don't know if this is Vessel on multiple tracks just layered over each other, but it was beautiful. Ever since the heavy part stopped, there's been a note going on. Just a single note in the background, and I'm not completely 100% sure if that's a piano note just dragged out or if that's someone singing. It's a bit higher up, so I'm not sure, but it's definitely heard in the background. It's not that, prominent, but still. The piano is doing some cool stuff. The bass came in again, the bass drum, um, and yeah, this is cool. Another bit of a wind down before what I assume is going to be another drop here. This one is not that wild. Like the song structure is also quite predictable. We got an easy part, a heavy part, and now everything dropped, and it sounds similar to the beginning, and now everything swelled a little. Like there's some distortion in the background that just swells every time there's a transition to a new part of the song. So we'll see how heavy of a drop this is gonna be, but mark my words, there is something coming.
Come on, find out.
Yeah, something's building. Ooh. This isn't as heavy. Okay, yeah, so 2 is definitely playing this 8 note beat on the right cymbal. It's very dry sounding, which is why it threw me off at first, but that's definitely what's going on. The bass drum, again, very syncopated. The snare, it's not also just one hit every bar or so. It's ta 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 ta, like a lot of fills, a lot of just accents, a lot of changes, switch ups, everything's going on. In the background, there's a voice. Again, not sure if Vessel can go this high, if it's maybe tuned higher, but there is a voice going on, and on the transition, there was a heavily distorted, like a TV static distorted voice. Just, it was painful to hear, you know? That's the sound you hear when someone's in pain, and then Sleep Token have just brought up the distortion a little, and then boom. But this drop was not as heavy as the first one. The electric guitar isn't doing that, strums, those gutturals, whatever, the things you feel deep inside. This is more mellow, and it's different than a Sleep Token I've heard so far, but still I love this. There's vocals in the background. Guitar distortion. Yes! Vocals, I think it's vocals. Oh, awesome fills. Oh, we're getting a fade out. Another one, okay. Okay, another interesting song from Sleep Token. right here at the end, I was just trying to figure out, yeah, this is all 4/4. At least I think the whole song is in 4/4, but the syncopation, and they do not come down on beat 1 like the bass drum. Toon, toon, tu, 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 tu. It's always just a little lagging. It's just a little bit behind. So ta 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 ta. You know, it pulls you in, and this is so cool to hear. The bass drum, of course, works with the guitar. So all I'm saying about the syncopation, it can apply both the guitar notes or the bass drum, but I'm focusing more on the bass drum because I'm a drummer, you know. But a very cool song, very experimental vocals. Maybe those are vocals in the backgrounds. If they are, then this holds. Like this is very experimental. A lot of distortion, a lot of high vocals, but very back in the mix. And Vessel, of course, singing up front. But this, very different from what I've heard so far. Still an amazing song from a different perspective. Well, this was Sleep Token's song called Thread the Needle. They took it slow this time. Not over the top. We did get too heavy, you know, strums, like those shrugs, not shrugs, but you know what I mean. Dun, 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 dun. That guitar tone, that brutal guitar tone, sort of breakdown sounding, but it wasn't slow. It was just grinding. The middle parts, though, absolutely beautiful as always. Vessel just, he brings the emotions with his vocals. He can go high, he can go low, he can go, you know, he speaks to your heart directly. At least that's what he does for me. And then combine this with Tu's drumming. Oh my God, you got an amazing song. But yeah, enjoyed this one. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you have any other songs you want to request, you can do so by clicking the link in my YouTube profile and donating, and just dropping a link to whatever video you want to check out, and I'll get to it as soon as I have the time. But this is going to be it from me for the day. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you in the next reaction. Ciao.